Hey, what is up guys, my name is Nort and today we're going to be discussing the possibility of seeing Liberty City being added into Grand Theft Auto 5 as a story mode expansion DLC. And believe me guys, this sounds a lot more radical than it really is, because the most reputable sources for leaking information like this in the Grand Theft Auto 5 community have come out with a bombshell of a series of tweets today regarding this DLC. Now, if you guys remember, a few days ago, I did do a video discussing the story mode update, which we should be seeing coming next month, early February, or maybe early March. Now, this should be coming in the first quarter of the year, and this story mode DLC has actually been accessed by 1 or 2 modders, who have managed to get to the very brink of this update, seeing exactly what could be in it, and what this update might all be about. Unfortunately though, this is a paid DLC by the looks of things, so a lot of modders couldn't actually get into it, and given the amount of security for this DLC, unfortunately we don't have too much information about it. But today we heard a lot of information, especially from FunMW2. I'll leave a link to the sources down in the description below if you want to go and check them out. And to start off this information, we're going to take a look at this image he posted out on his Twitter page. Now, this image is something which was found in the Rockstar Games files for the Grand Theft Auto 5 single-player DLC. But what's special about this image is not that it's snowing. If you take a look at the roads, especially in the bottom left-hand side of the corner, there is no snow on the ground. So this is nothing to do with a festive surprise update. Instead, if you take a closer glance at this image, you may take a look at the surrounding buildings, as well as what looks like the airport from Liberty City. Now, if you guys are familiar with Grand Theft Auto 4, you would definitely understand that this image is taken from Grand Theft Auto 4, and it has brought a lot of speculation and confusion as to what this could possibly be. Because this wallpaper is definitely an image from Liberty City, and this was taken, like I said, straight out of the game files, so this does mean something. Now, maybe we could be seeing a DLC come to Liberty City, or maybe we could be seeing Liberty City as an expansion being added onto Grand Theft Auto 5. And as crazy as all of this sounds, I can actually believe in this idea. One reason behind it is because the name of this image was V_DLC_story. Now, this otherwise translates to 5 DLC story, which could also translate to Grand Theft Auto 5 DLC story, the story mode DLC for Grand Theft Auto 5. Now, we already know we're going to be seeing this story mode DLC. They confirmed it to us on day 1 of the release of GTA 5, and they told us on numerous occasions we'll be getting this DLC at some point, and we still haven't got it, so we're definitely going to be seeing it sometime soon. And like I said, if you watch my recent video about the story mode DLC just a few days ago, you would understand that some more information from another reputable source also found out what looks like the story mode DLC and kind of like the brink of being able to access it. But unfortunately he couldn't because of the amount of security around it. Now, we already know Liberty City, if that's going to be an expansion onto Los Santos or Grand Theft Auto 5 as the entire map, it's going to be one heck of a huge DLC. And when have Rockstar Games ever been able to talk behind closed doors about things like this? Well, if you take a look at this image, this was actually taken by my good friend Ollie43, and he found the Rockstar Games booth at Gamescom. Now, the Rockstar Games booth was actually in the business area. I was there as well, and I could not access this area. It is where only investors, meetings, CEOs, the big guys up at Take-Two and Rockstar Games are able to access, and they discuss exclusive, private, and confidential information about their game. It's mainly about where the game is going, what they plan to do, and it's also a very good way to meet other contacts who may be able to help you on your journey, your plans, and your vision of the game. Now, unfortunately, we actually heard no word about this. Rockstar didn't even confirm to us there'll be a Gamescom. This was completely done hush-hush, hoping no one would find their booth, but of course, a few people like us walked past as we were exploring, and we found this booth. Now, as to what they were discussing behind closed doors is a mystery, but maybe if this DLC is as big as it looks to be, this could be about the story mode update. And by the looks of things, this update could be huge. If we're going to see a whole new map expansion, we could be seeing a whole new storyline. We could be seeing a whole new story mode. We could be seeing loads more missions, even new protagonists. I'm not too sure how they would incorporate that, but there is the chance, there's the possibility that they could do it. What Rockstar Games like to do is try and release things early early and then tell people it's going to be delayed several times. This isn't because they want to troll us or it's not finished. They just like doing this so we are aware of something they are working on and they already have their final deadline. They just always delay it until they reach that final deadline. In doing so, they actually create anticipation for whatever's to come, and once it's out, it's usually pretty epic. Like we see in Heists, they told us we would get Heist in the first year. Of course, we didn't see that until March 2015, so that was something which took a while to actually release, alongside some other DLCs as well, which Rockstar Games promised us, which of course we didn't get for like a year or so later on down the line. Even with Xbox 360, they released it on Xbox 360 and PlayStation 3, only to let us know a few months later down the line that we would also get this on PlayStation 4 and Xbox One. And more later down the line, after the most speculated and wanted question, we would be getting this on PC. It's a plan Rockstar Games do. They like trying to create loads of anticipation for things we know will happen, and we just don't know when it will happen in the game, because Rockstar Games don't really give us a final release date. Now, judging by the game files, FunMW2 actually speculates that the information will be released next week. The reason behind this is because it's pretty recent in the game files, and Rockstar Games don't really add things in the game files unless it's about to be released. Otherwise, we'd be able to find out their exact vision, their exact plans years in advance. And although we're able to do this with a few DLCs, stuff like the single-player DLC is something I can imagine they want to keep hush-hush. And I think they are aware of modders, leakers, and hackers, and I think they are aware that information gets leaked, so they wouldn't include anything this big in the game files unless it was about to be released. Hence why I think we're going to be seeing something very soon. In addition, let's go back to that wallpaper. Now, this wallpaper, like I said, was named V_DLC_story, which once again translates to the Grand Theft Auto 5 Story Mode DLC. This is probably the most concrete evidence, because why on earth would they name an image which isn't even in Grand Theft Auto 5 after Grand Theft Auto 5? Why on earth were we able to kind of hack our way into the story mode update, onto the very brink of actually accessing this update, a paid update of that matter? Why would they allow us to access that, as well as allow us to find these images? This is something which is happening very soon, and I really can't wait to see exactly when this will drop, how it will drop, and what will be included. Personally, if you ask me, all of the arrows point towards a new map expansion, and we're going to be able to see this map expansion in story mode at some point in the next. If you had to ask me for a release date, I couldn't give you anything too big or too close or too reliable, so I'm just going to say sometime in the first quarter. So this could be January, February, or March, in which we're going to be seeing this DLC. I think those 3 months range is a very good idea on when we're going to see it, but like I said, I think we're going to be seeing a trailer next week. That is what FunMW2 is suggesting, so we'll have to keep our eyes peeled and ready to look out next week onto what we can find. Anyway, I really can't wait to find out exactly what this is all about. If you have any questions about this, then make sure you do ask them down in the comments below. And honestly, I think this would be a really good idea. I never really expected Rockstar Games to expand the map, but I did expect they would expand the story mode, maybe the storyline, give us a few more missions and stuff. But given the fact that they are hinting and teasing we could be seeing a map expansion has drawn my attention a lot, and I really can't wait to see exactly what Rockstar Games have in store for us next week. Also guys, something which I would like to mention is that what was also leaked in the Festive Surprise update was our I Heart LC shirt. Now this is of course I Heart Liberty City. Now as of yet, I haven't actually found this shirt. So we should be getting this shirt in the Festive Surprise, probably, likely. So I think we'll be getting this shirt in the Festive Surprise once this trailer has been dropped, once the hype is released. And this is kind of like a good advertisement to show off their story mode DLC, which of course is going to be a paid update. And it's nothing new to Rockstar. If you are a fan of the Rockstar games and their franchises, then you would understand that any sort of story mode DLC is a paid DLC. They've done this in Red Dead Redemption, they've done it in Grand Theft Auto 4, and it wouldn't be a surprise if they do it in Grand Theft Auto 5. And given the sheer anticipation for this DLC, I think it's going to be a huge hit, and I don't think they would charge us for anything like, for example, an actual paid DLC. I don't think they would charge us for anything like that unless the DLC was going to be insane. And to be honest, I think this is going to be an insane DLC. But like I said, we have to take all this with a pinch of salt because we don't have any confirmed information from Rockstar Games as of yet. But I can promise you guys right now, hand on my heart, that we're going to be seeing something big next week or the next few weeks to come. And I really can't wait to see exactly what it is, and I can't wait to see exactly what Rockstar Games have in store for us today. Anyway guys, if you did enjoy this video, please don't leave without smacking that like button, and don't forget to subscribe to my channel if you are new here, as you'll never miss out on any more Grand Theft Auto 5 content every single day. Anyway guys, let me know your thoughts down in the comments, and I'll see you guys next time.